last event. And so, man, this is a tough one to call. Art Chaos played so well here at the World Cup. This is their home area. This is their home, not their home field, but this is, man, they have all their friends and family in the stands right now. Tons of people watching at home. So, man, welcome to this game. I'm Matty Marshall alongside Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoya. So it all comes down to this. We still have one more game after this, but this is the most important game of the tournament. Who is going to be the 2014 World Champs? So, Chris, who do you like in this game?
I gotta go damage again. I mean, nothing's different about Art Chaos than it was with the Ironmen. If they can contain and stop with what the Ironmen were doing, like they were doing against Art Chaos, they're gonna win this game.
And Todd, you're taking damage?
Man, I'm taking damage out here. You know, this is their home turf. You know, they've been on the cusp all year long. You know, they've been really fighting. This is the same squad that they've had for a really long time. They added Dalton Vanderbilt. They've been playing this field really well. Kevin Breadthauer has been calling a magnificent tournament, and I really feel like these guys are super hungry, and they want to get this World Cup here in Florida in their home cities.
Hey, I feel you on that, and I think damage has a chance, absolutely, of course. For the sake of argument, I'm going to take Art Chaos. You're talking about a team who struggled early on in the season. Was not performing as well as they should in the Champions Division, but man, they decimated everyone in the Challengers Division every time they went down there, and Art Chaos won the last event, and they look really good doing it. And talk about looking good. Their snake side attack, if Alexander Burtnikov and Konstantin Fedorov play like we all have seen them play for years and years, won world titles, I'll tell you what, that's going to be a very hard 1-2 punch to stop over here on the snake side, so I'm taking Art Chaos.
Matt, either which way, it's going to be a good game. We got the Edwards brothers holding down the Dorito side for Tampa Bay Damage. Keith Brown was just destroying Ironman earlier in the day today. Chad Bougere and Brian Smith, two of the slickest, best gun battling, fastest players in the league, coming down here against Pavel Lukashuk, holding down that snake side corner for Art Chaos. Sergei Solnishkov, Alexander Biernikov, Mishka Knyazev, and Konstantin Fedorov, who has played in more World Cup finals than probably anybody.
Yeah, and interesting, Tampa Bay Damage is sending Paul Everett out to start. He played great here in some of the early action for Tampa Bay Damage. And also, man, you know, you can't say enough good things about the way Keith Brown's been playing the snake. Keith Brown has been fearless on the attack over here. He's got a lot of gumption under him right now. He really wants to win this World Cup. And he's also got Chad Bougere, who has been such a missile this season since that pickup of Dalton Vanderbilt to play on the D side of the field, has really loosened up the attack for Chad Bougere, and it's let Kevin Breadthauer start playing jazz with him. So right now on their split screen breakout, here it comes, Art Chaos on your left, Tampa Bay Damage on your right, and it looks like the first to strike is Art Chaos. Brian Smith heading off to the pits.
And
Two players walking off.
So is Jacob Edwards off that Dorito side. That's going to allow Mishka Knyazev to get up into the Dorito 2 right away, and he's going to look to get a kill across the field. He puts one right on top of the head of Chad Bougere and then jumps into the 50 Dorito.
Not getting off to a good start here. Tampa Bay Damage, just two players left alive for them. Dan Holliday and Keith Brown out on the field right now. Art Chaos still 5 strong. Art Chaos loses a body. It's Pavel Lukashuk off the corner bunker over here.
And there goes Jason Edwards off the Dorito side. Just Keith Brown left alive for Tampa Bay Damage. He gets chopped up as Konstantin Fedorov comes through the middle of the field and blows the game open. Good game right there by Mishka Knyazev. Coming down that Dorito side for Art Chaos.
Chris, you know, what a great start here for Art Chaos.
Yeah, you know, they're coming out of the box really, really quick, getting down the field. They shot really good lanes in the break. They got 2 Gs right on the way, which is going to automatically put you in a bad position. So, I mean, look for them to continue doing that. They're playing conservative, but they're shooting good lanes and not taking the jumps that they need to.
I do agree. The early story now here after watching this first point is definitely that off-the-break shooting of Art Chaos. And you want to talk about guys, you know, we had Ryan Greenspan from San Diego Dynasty who's going to be playing in the Challengers Division Finals against Infamous, and he had said, look, out on this particular layout, you have to be really good at running and shooting in order to shoot as many people off the break as you possibly can. And so in order to do that, you have to have been worked on that for a long time. And you want to talk about a team that's incredible at running and shooting, it's Art Chaos, and we just saw it right there. So on paper, these two teams evenly match. I think that, you know, I did pick Art Chaos because of how they played at the last event, and just because I like arguing with Chris and Todd, but you know, on paper you got to give this one to Damage. They've been a more consistent team this year. Yeah, they did play in a relegation game, but that was way back at the first event, and since then they've definitely found a new fire and a new desire to try to get back into that winner circle yet again.
You know, Matty, sometimes it's hard when you've been a top team for so long to figure out what it is that's going to keep you driven, keep you motivated. But Tampa Bay Damage, this is a core group of guys that love winning. They've been here before. They know how to do it. They got a lot of solid veterans with a lot of talent on that team. Stepping on the field right now, we got Jason Edwards, Dan Holliday, Timmy Probst, Rumsey El Yusuf, and Dalton Vanderbilt. All of these guys out there for Tampa Bay Damage right now are big-time players. These guys can get the job done, but they're going against 5 really solid players of Art Chaos. On the breakout right now, point number 2, Dalton Vanderbilt all the way up to the Dorito, 1 on the break. Matched up by Mishka Daniel Holiday, getting shot on the break. Big Sergey making it out to the Dorito side corner. Does he get in there alive? He does.
They're bouncing him left and right here. I've seen him get out there. Losing another player, number 13, Edwards, taking the walk now, too.
And also Timmy Probst, so another terrible break right here for Tampa Bay Damage. They have 2 players left alive, but now bodies are dropping for Art Chaos. Fedorov on the attack, on your screen, snake side, and it looks like Art Chaos again making quick work. So yeah, they did lose Burtnikov, but again, so the story again, off the break shooting right now, on the run out to their bunkers for Art Chaos. Sergey Sonaiskov, 2 confirmed kills for him, but right now the confirmed kill count leader is Mishka Kiyaznev. He is definitely getting it done for Art Chaos. Here, 4 confirmed kills for him.
Yeah, and you know, we saw Art Chaos get off to a little bit slower of a start against Impact earlier today in the semifinals. Not the case here, really just drilling Damage on the break early. But Damage, we've seen them go down early throughout this tournament a few times, but able to come back pretty solid. There's a lot of fight in the Tampa Bay Damage squad, and you know, I'm sure that they're going to make this a ball game. But right now, down 2-0, 18:49 left to go. Stick around, we'll be right back with after this.
Hopefully you had some players from Tampa Bay Damage, Art Chaos, on your fantasy roster playing for a DM15. Dye's new marker coming out for this season. I'm sorry, for the holiday season and for next season, the DM15. So that's what's at stake here. And you're looking in the pits right now for Art Chaos, up 2-0 over Tampa Bay Damage. Still a ton of time left on this clock, 18:49 to go. So we played just over a minute in this race to 7 points for the PSP World Cup Champions Division title.
So here we go, we're gonna reset.
So can Art Chaos continue their domination off the break, or is Tampa Bay Damage gonna put up a fight here? Looks like solid break for both teams initially, and referees starting to look over some of the Art Chaos players. So Damage was getting close, and it looks like Keith Brown coming off on this snake side of the field. So Art Chaos off the break shot still paying dividends, and they lose another one, Jacob Edwards. So Tampa Bay Damage not getting it done here in the start of these points. They have not been able to play with 5 yet so far, and as we're in point number 3, Art Chaos again in the snake and 5 players alive.
Well, you heard it earlier that Fedorov said, look, what we're going to try and do is, stay alive. We looked at the tapes, and when we're dying early, that's when we're losing these points. They're staying alive, they're being conservative, they're shooting good lanes in the break, resulting in 2 Gs on the break, and it's paying dividends right now, like you said.
Yeah, now they just got to close this game out. Going up, shooting 2 bodies on the break. Now they're in field position.
Oh,
Alexander Biernikov getting into the 50 snake. Chad Bougere gets shot out of that snake side corner. So their Damage is going to go ahead and blow the horn.
Wow.
Dominating.
Guys, I did not think that we would see, with these evenly matched teams, I didn't think we would see one team come out and really put it on the other team. Like, we're watching Art Chaos dismantle Tampa Bay Damage right now. The last pair left alive in that one was Brian Smith. So the starting lineup of Art Chaos with Burtnikov, Konstantin Fedorov, Mishka, Pavel Lukashuk, and Sergey Solnaiskov. Man, they are just dominating right now. 6 confirmed kills for Mishka. He's the kill count leader for both teams by far. 17:52 to go. We're going to be right back. So it is starting to get to about time to worry if you're a Tampa Bay Damage fan, because they are now down 3. Art Chaos really running away with it here at the start of these points. So Tampa Bay Damage is more than capable of getting some kills of their own off the break. They are just getting still dismantled right now. That's another body drop in El Yusuf. Coming off early here, snake side.
Here comes a penalty.
No, yeah, it looked like it might have been as the referee running in there try to get out take out Chabuzier, but here's a couple kills for Tampa Bay Damage. But then they lose Timmy Probst again. And so it's just Tampa Bay.
Everybody has just died for Art Chaos except for Pavel Lukashuk. But all the bodies for Damage went blazing down the field. Dalton Vanderbilt came out and made a move to the 50 Dorito. Maddie, I didn't mean to cut you off right there, but right when you said that, Dalton Vanderbilt made that move up to the 50 Dorito, and bodies from both teams just walking off in droves. Dalton almost had it. Pavel Lukashuk came out of the cloud, out of the dust, just like, it's just me.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
And
he's going to walk that flag in.
And so it's just not looking good for Damage. I thought for a second. I mean, we looked over, saw some body drop for Damage again early, but then looked right on over to Art Chaos' side of the field. Tons of guys dying on that side because of Dalton Vanderbilt getting himself a 3-pack. So Dalton almost saved the day right there for Tampa Bay Damage. But then Dalton ended up taken out by Lukashuk. So Lukashuk ultimately was the one that saved that point, and he ended up saving it for Art Chaos to take it to a 4-0 lead. So, wow, I did not expect this to happen. I mean, I did pick Art Chaos to win this one, but I really thought that Damage had obviously had a shot too. I kind of was almost going to shy towards Damage's side because they had played so well here in the prelims and in their defeat of the Los Angeles Ironmen, who I thought were playing really strong as well too. So Tampa Bay Damage right now, they have got to get something going, and smartly they call a timeout.
Well, it's hard to get something going when you're only playing with 3 players against 5, especially 5 players from our Chaos on top of that. So they got to get out of the box. They got to stay alive. I think that they're taking just a little bit too much risks, and they're going to need to kind of mirror up against Art Chaos.
Yeah, but I mean, even when they're going to the conservative bunkers, they're getting shot. Even when they're not going out wide, it's not like they're just risking a guy to the snake off the break or a guy to the back corner bunker on the snake side. I mean, they're getting some of their middle guys shot off the break too, so it's I think it's going to have to be, they're going to have to put pressure back on Art Chaos. They really don't have any other choice.
Yeah, they're trying, man, but I tell you what, this isn't the Art Chaos team that we saw play against X Factor when X Factor defeated Art Chaos 7-5. This is the Art Chaos team that we saw destroy Legion, destroy Heat, and destroy the Ironmen. They're really dialed in right now, and Mishka and Sergey over there on the Dorito side are shooting a ton of bodies. Fedorov's getting it done over here on the Snake side.
Well, let's check in with Lauren Kelly, 4th member of our broadcast team, down in the pits.
Hey guys, I'm in Art Chaos's pit with Axel Godin. You guys are crushing Damage right now. In 3 minutes, you've already gotten 4 points, and you haven't allowed Damage to even stay alive for more than a couple seconds off the break. What are you guys able to predict the plays that they're running? Are they being predictable? What is enabling you to just crush them this early on?
We scouted them during the game with Iron Man. We knew they are playing on the Dorito side, so we tried to count on them on the Dorito side because they're playing quite aggressive. We make the G's of the break, we dominate on the 5 first second, and we make the first kill. So everything goes good for the moment, so keep the focus.
This is a huge point deficit. Damage has to get 4 points just to tie it up, so we'll see if they can do it. Back to you guys.
Yeah, again, it's not looking good right now for Tampa Bay Damage in this strange turn of events here. Coming in, we just really thought the Damage was looking like they wanted to win another tournament again. But it's not their lack of desire, it's not their application of effort. What it really is just Art Chaos is just playing some phenomenal paintball right now. That's really what it comes down to, particularly in the first opening seconds of every single point. So on this Tampa Bay Damage, smart Tampa Bay Damage timeout, we're going to be right back. 10 seconds remain before the start of this next crucial point for Damage. So where is the fight in Damage? Again, well, it's not like they haven't been trying. It's just been too much Art Chaos right now for them. So this is it right here, man. If they don't score a point right here, it's going to be really rough. I know there's a lot of time, but you don't want to let Art Chaos, you don't want to spot Art Chaos at 5 points.
And Keith Brown tries to go all the way to the snake on the break. He is going to get chopped up going there, and Damage tries to go forward to the snake side to come and get a cross shot.
I think Boucher got shot too, Todd.
Yeah, Chad Boucher just gets shot, making that bump into the snake. So again, 5-on-3 situation for Damage. Trying anything right now to keep the attack from coming, but just too much Art Chaos. Art Chaos, Mishka jumping into that Dorito too. Here comes Viernikov, cruising through the middle. Brian Smith just got shot. 2 bodies left alive, just the Edwards brothers for Damage. Jacob in the corner, Jason in the big Dorito. Here comes Biernikov. Biernikov and Jason Edwards gonna square off on each other. And Jason Edwards gonna grab a couple extra from Fedorov and Lukashuk.
God, they're just making it look easy right now. I don't think anybody got shot. No, they did lose Biernikov, who has 4 confirmed kills. But look at this team effort across the board. Mishka's kill count leader was 7 right now, but Pavel has 2, Sergey has 3, Fedorov has 5, and Burtnikov has 5 as well, too. It doesn't get much more consistent than that. Here you're looking at this replay on the snake side of the field. That was Brown trying to get in the snake right there for Tampa Bay Damage, not able to get in there, and then Chad Bougier got shot also trying to get in that spot. So you want to talk about a team that really has this field dialed in. And we had talked, Todd, look at that, wow. Edwards gets dropped to the ground. He's about to get a couple more here, bonus balls, as he's walking off, and he turns around, glaring at the rest of the Chaos guys that were still left alive.
And you know what? When you got the best player in the world on your team, you know, it definitely helps. You know, Konstantin Fedorov, again, leading the league in kills, coming out here and just putting his talents on display right now.
And you look at this, the event fantasy score leaders, 4 of them.
Surprise, surprise.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the shocking here. Justin Rabakov, the only one to crack the top 5. Edmonton Impact with 7,200 fantasy points, 48 points played, 40 kills. Pretty solid performance from Justin Rabakov, as always. But look at this. Those are yeah, again, those are the 4 Russian studs, man. Those are the guys we always talk about when it comes to our chaos. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey, Maddie, as you can imagine, Damage is just in disbelief in their pits. Kevin Brethauer is trying to figure out what kind of breakout they should run. He says they can't go to snake corner, they can't get into the snake. He's kind of out of answers at this point, so they're having a really difficult time. And as of right now, their morale is very down, which may affect how they're playing on the field moving forward. So I don't even know if we'll see them get a point on the board, but we'll see if they can. Back to you.
Man, we haven't seen a shutout in a World Cup final. I'd have to get to my stats here to try to figure out when exactly that happened.
I think it was
Aftershock Red Legion.
Aftershock.
And weird that when that happened, that was some of the guys we're watching here from Art Chaos.
Fedorov,
and that was in 2010,
Mishka.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
So 2 players going down on Tampa Bay Damage, trying to get up the field, finally getting the snake, Timmy Probst. But also 1 player going down on Art Chaos. Trying to make something happen on the screen here. That's Timmy Probst.
Yeah,
heads up, Paintball.
Trying to shut out a team in the World Cup final for only the 2nd time in the history of the game is Art Chaos. Axel Godin getting a spin.
Axel Godin getting snake too. He's got Fedorov behind him. Just 3 bodies alive on the field. Brian Smith and Timmy Probst, but Timmy Probst gets shot in the goggles, and now Axel Godin's going to come onto Damage's side of the field. And Dan Holliday just barely escapes the stream from Axel Godin. Both corners left alive for Tampa Bay Damage. Just the only 2 bodies left, Smith and Holliday. Still 3 bodies left alive for Art Chaos, Fedorov, Zakharov, and Axel Godin. Zakharov over there in the Doritos side corner for Art Chaos. Fedorov using his gun to back all the way up from the snake to the snake side corner to put some paint back in. Over the A onto Daniel Holliday. Now he's going to work the wire, try and help Axel Godin get farther down the field. Daniel Holliday just bearing down on Axel. Zakharov making the move from the corner up to the 50 Dorito, and he's going to light Brian Smith up.
It is
Brian Smith going to come off, and Axel Godin now is going to have free reign down the snake. He is sitting at the head of the snake and just peels Daniel Holliday apart.
Yeah, it is, Todd. It's just been 100%. And Konstantin Fedorov putting that finger in the air at number 1. And you want to see, call it showboating, call it ego, whatever. But, hey, man, they're proving it out here. They're 1 point away from the 2nd ever shutout. And, again, like we were saying, the only other time a team's been shut out was Aftershock played Red Legion. And that was when some of the players that you're looking at play on our Chaos played for Moscow Red Legion. So there's a reason why those 4 guys that you saw as your fantasy leaders, that was the same guys that took Houston Heat to 4 wins in 10 events. Yeah. So wow, unbelievable performance right now from Art Chaos. You can see a frustrated Dalton Vanderbilt just shaking his head and rubbing his beard going, I don't even know what we're doing right now. This is terrible. We'll be right back after this. So we are back, completely gorgeous afternoon here, a little humid at the Fantasy of Flight, a little outside of Orlando, Florida, and we were watching our Chaos just absolutely dismantle in every way, shape, and form Tampa Bay Damage, who's honestly not even really getting a lot of kills. They're not making these points close.
Yeah, I mean, just they're getting at least 2 Gs in the break almost every single point.
And Jacob Edwards and Chad Bougier come off, and it's Mishka and Konstantin Fedorov, and our Chaos is just looking unbeatable right now.
Yeah.
And you know, Konstantin Fedorov, man, it's unbelievable how consistently that guy is as far as teams that he's played and how much of a killer he is. I mean, Todd, how many? I think he's played in almost a ridiculous amount of World Cups.
The only World Cup he didn't play in was last year. World Cup Finals was last year when Edmonton Impact took on X Factor. Every other World Cup Finals
For the past 10 years.
has been Konstantin Fedorov.
Wow, that is unbelievable. Not saying he won all
And
of
you know
those,
Mishka
but
was there with him every step of the way as well.
yeah, and also and Burtnikov was in there a decent amount of the time.
Oh,
Yes.
another shot.
Yep. So, I mean, Mishka and Fedorov, I mean, two of the best players to ever pick up a paintball gun. Definitely showing you why. Alexander Biernikov was there for all of those Russian Legion World Cups, and Sergei Solnishkov was there for those Houston Heat World Cups.
That's the fastest we've seen 6 points put against another team all tournament long, and Archaeos has done it in the World Cup final match. Unbelievable, man. I'm just shaking my head in awe of how good Archaeos is playing this game. Right now, it's 4-on-3, so they have an advantage. And if Tampa Bay Damage was ever going to try to put up a fight and get back in this match, it would be right now. They actually have a chance here, 4-on-3. So still low body situation for them, but down by 1. But man, it's going to be tough. I mean, they have enough time to come back, but they're going to have to start Archaeosing Archaeos.
Yeah. Well, Timmy Probst on your screen coming up right there, and the Snake trying to get a shot down the field on Biernikov. But like you said, Matty, it's just, God, man, they're down by 6 points to a team like Archaeos. It's not looking good right now.
Yeah, and Archaeos definitely does not have to force anything here now. They've only lost one body, Pavel Lukashuk, but Fedorov has taken over his spot.
And Keith Brown getting shot down the wire by Biernikov.
And I think Brown might have caught one on his pack. Either that or it came off the bunker. And that just caught a bunch right there. And here comes Archaeos looking like they are going to put the last and final point on the board. And Fedorov pumps his gun to the sky. And what an amazing performance. The kill count leader for Archaeos, Mishka Kiesnev with 10. Right behind him, Konstantin Fedorov with 7 and Biernikov with 7.
At 7-0, shellacking of Tampa Bay Damage. Unreal for a PSP World Cup final. But I'll tell you what, man, that is not a bad Tampa Bay Damage team, but Archaeos came out and utterly destroyed them 7-0. Just not even a chance for Tampa Bay Damage in this game right there. Amazing performance by them.
There wasn't 1 second, literally 1 second of this game that Archaeos wasn't in control.
No.
Not a second.
I mean, they were getting 2 Gs almost every point right away.
And I can't even remember the last time that even happened other than that 7-0 beating. I watched that game, Legion and Aftershock, back in 2010. I was in the pits, actually, in Aftershock's pits, and that was happening. This is pre-webcast days. And, you know, even that game wasn't as bad of a beating as this. But still, you know, but hats off to Damage. I mean, they made it this far. But I just can't say enough good things about the way Archaeos really stepped up towards the end of the year here. They won the West Coast Open, looked good doing it, and then they ended up winning the World Cup here. And we have to crown a new World Cup champions, dethroning X Factor. X Factor not able to make it into Sunday competition, though they did go 3-1 in the prelims and look really good at doing it. But, you know, they got a gift from the paintball guys last year, got it taken away from them this year. And right now, Archaeos.
And X Factor was the only team this event to beat Archaeos.
Yeah, that's true.
X Factor got to be at home right now, like,
Shaking their heads like,
dang it. They're actually, I think, at Universal Studios, right? But they got to be at Universal Studios right now, like, dang it.
Ugh.
Man.
Jeez.
Well, yeah,
Well,
so
hats off to the guys. They played very, very well, extremely well. I guess we're all.
I'm gonna let you call this one, Chris.
Well, I mean, look at that. You know, we all got one. so I guess we're all even. So I guess we're all buying each other dinner. But Damage
Fair
taking,
enough.
you know, Damage making that move against the Ironman. I got that one. Archaeos over Impact. You got that one, Todd. And then Archaeos over Damage in the finals, man. You got that one. So tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
Put that in your book.
Everyone got one.
Yep.
Yeah, well, it was an interesting day today. I mean, no, I don't think anybody could have predicted this. I don't think not one person out here, including maybe even Archaeos, was thinking that they were going to come out and decimate Damage this badly. So Damage is going to go in 2015, a very hungry team again. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
All right, I am standing here with Art Chaos. Are you guys as shocked by the blowout we just saw as we are?
Actually, I'm shocked too. I mean, they teach us a lot of the practice because we practice with them really hard. But I mean, and I guess they make a lot of mistakes, so we not let them take it us behind the bunkers. We play tight, we shoot our breakouts, they're not going wide, so this is it. And like we took everything because we expect what they goes. So you saw the result right now.
It was such a great story for Art Chaos. You guys, this was your first season in PSP. You struggled in the beginning. You went down to Challenger. You fought your way back up. You won Riverside, and then you come here and you take the title for World Cup. That's insane. Are you surprised with all of the accomplishments you've had, and what makes you the strongest team out here this season?
I don't want to say that I'm surprised because we're working hard. We have like 2 different squads, so our young guys step up. You can see they like just smashing people right now. I mean, they play 1 point, but it doesn't matter. They just smash it. And plus, I mean, I'm just really thankful for my team right now. I mean, they're really doing a good job. We're like working together and working hard. I don't care about anything right now. It's just like, I'm just happy.
All right, I'll go let you celebrate. Congratulations, Art Chaos just beat Damage 7-0. Damage didn't even have a chance. Stay tuned for the Challenger Finals.